Shalom, shalom. To the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rokah Qudash. That one to the apostle nails a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, have mercy upon you. Alright, y'all. This sister here say, why should a man want a woman in 2026? I mean, I've heard a lot of women go in great detail and be very specific concerning women and their issues, but I think she like in the top three of what I've heard when it comes to being now I'm not talking about the podcasting women now, Simone and all them now. That's a different story, but just to give in context concerning why should a man want a woman in 2026. So listen up. Let me turn this up.
Very important question that we should all ask ourselves. That question is, why should a man want a woman in 2026? Why should a man that is single, that is already living his life, possibly disrupt his life by taking on a woman? The reason I ask this question is because I think that a lot of us women have a very outdated mindset. Women are not what they used to be. The image of a woman has been tainted by ourselves. We have totally destroyed our image. Anything positive that used to come to mind when you thought of a woman, we have dismantled. And we don't piece together the fact that dismantling our image comes with consequences. So again, I ask.
That's deep right there, y'all. I got to let's go a little deeper in that concerning dismantling an image. Let's see if we can get a few definitions of that, right? Dismantling an image.
Dismantling an image involves breaking it down into parts, like layers or objects, or removing unwanted elements. Software tools, including AI features, brushes, and layer masks, help with tasks ranging from simple background removal to complex reconstructions, using techniques like cloning and image generation.
So, in other words, the way Eve was, because look at for a great example, right? Look at it. Didn't give me what the hell I wanted though. A great example. Look at the so-called Muslim women, right? You see how they dress, the heads covered, and how they carry themselves, in a respectful manner, right? That's Eve's. That's the Israelites. They got that from us, from our women, right? Well, us, we say our women because our women dressed like that, right? Remember when Sarah seen, not Sarah, Rebecca, seen Jacob. What did she do? She covered her head. I could go to the account, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, for you all that know the scriptures that been around for a minute, but anyway, that's our dress code for our women, right? We have went from being modest and being someone of being praised because I mean look, man, we the Israelites, especially the so-called black woman and the so-called black man. We are what? We are the head tribe of all the tribes. Not to take from that don't take from any of the other tribes because that just in stating that what this is why the devil works so hard at turning Jake, so-called black man, into wimps, you know, and then turning Eve into what men, masculine, because they have a what they have an overall effect over what over other people and even other nations. Y'all know this. They always they what they mimicking and always mimicking and trying to what trying to do and act like us. Hey man, it's obvious. Listen up.
You to ask yourself, why should a man want a woman in 2026? We get on the internet and we sit up and we bash men all day long. All day long, all we do is talk crap about what a man isn't doing and what a man is doing that we don't like, how we don't want to live with a man, how men are acting like females, how men.
But what she ain't doing, who does that all day long, every day, all day long? This is why you see men with podcasts now doing what, coming back at what all of the negative energy that women been spewing out forever, man. Before men in the last what 5-6 years, even before then, I mean, it hadn't really got to where men have been confronting this garbage. But about 3, maybe 4 years ago, a little bit behind. Well, the Israelite men, but who was listening to the Israelite back then? You know what I'm saying? A lot of them got their talking points from Israelites anyway, concerning the so-called woman, the so-called black woman, right? They got their talking points from the Israelites anyway. Hey, we come from what? From the scriptures. But anyway, I said that to say that whenever you see men now and you see all these podcasts, we're challenging the what and exposing the wickedness of women, man, especially Eve, man. So it now it's up front, and now you got sisters. I can't even call most of them sisters. I just say Eve. You got Eve, you got a lot of Eve, right? Some of them are, I know some good sisters out there, but I can't say who. Like I say, if depends on how you come. You gotta judge them as they come. You gotta give them, yeah, and judge. That's what a spiritual man does. He judge, right? But anyway, that's a whole nother lesson. But that's what a spiritual man do. He judge people on their actions, because your actions is what it tell you who as a telltale sign of who you are. Your gait, meaning your walk, how you act. Hmm?
Men aren't doing enough. Men aren't giving enough. What they do isn't good enough. How they behave isn't good enough. They don't look good enough. They don't have enough money. We are just going on and on and on talking crap about men all day long. That's point 1. Point 2, we have totally taken the mystery away out of being a woman. Back in the day, women didn't discuss certain things. Certain things were kept between the girls. Now we've gotten online acting like the men don't process and see the same internet we do. We traded in a.
I just said that, didn't I? Now we see it. You know what I'm saying? Because most men, for the most part, in the past, ignored women, because just like men still ignore women, right? But you got you gonna have your simps, just like you gonna have your whores. They're not going anywhere. You're not gonna totally get rid of, not in this devil's kingdom and not in Esau Edom kingdom, because Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So most of the people are still gonna continue to be wicked until their death. So you're not gonna totally get rid of anything in this devil's kingdom. The only time when we're going to get in order, we're going to get in order in the kingdom. And the kingdom of heaven belongs to us. You know, we prove that many. I know I got hundreds of videos proving that, right? Concerning the kingdom of heaven belonging to us and us only, right? They're going. Yeah. Not once did we say that they're not going. They all are going to the kingdom. Every nation or nationality or people is going to the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom of heaven is where? It's here on earth. Not to change the subject up, but there are lessons within lessons. But I said that to say to make my point concerning now we're at the time that men are challenging and and just using basic common sense and just basic logic concerning arguing points concerning what's real and what's not. When women do what? Do a whole lot of illusion. And what? Not accountable. They don't what? They don't hold themselves accountable at all, period. No matter how disgusting their behavior is, they still gonna what? They still gonna boss for it.
A quick buck for our secrecy, for our mystery. You can get online and you can see how women do their hair. You can see how women do their makeup. You can see how women get cheap clothes off of Shein or wherever they get them from. We got our hygiene tips on there. We've got dating tips. We talk about what we do and don't do on the first date. We talk about all these things, just sharing every single thing about ourselves. We tell stories about our stupidity and dumb things we do. We talk about how we have no standards, and you may not think that that's what you're talking about. But when you're telling these stories about dumb stuff that you did or certain stories about situations that you've been in, what you're saying is, I don't have standards.
Exactly. Like we not watching. Like we are not on the internet watching this shit. Like we not on the internet watching this shit. They're literally just like Esau Edom is exposing himself. He's exposing he is the devil of the earth. The so-called white man is exposing himself as being the devil of the earth. Women are exposing themselves for who they really are and truly are and been are. Y'all just exposing yourself. The more and more you get on there, you're what? You're exposing, because the scriptures speak about she have been deprived of wisdom. And that's true. The woman has been deprived of wisdom because why? They get on here and, like I say, they will defend the most sexy red. Just just say her. I mean, a woman that got perfumes and whatever their lotions or whatever their perfume. I think it's perfume named after what? Diseases, venereal diseases. Huh? It's venereal disease, gonorrhea, syphilis, and Eve get on here and praise that shit, man. Y'all, boy, hey man, it is what it is.
And most women don't have standards anyways, but that's a whole separate video coming very soon. So we get on the internet, we crap on our men, we share all of our secrets about ourselves to where they're no longer secrets anymore. What would make a man want us? Then to top all of that off, there's all this free corn everywhere. And even if you're a man where you want the real thing, there's women on here sharing basically that they'll do anything for some dinner. There's women out here that are
anything for a dinner, y'all. This is what a lot of these women, they be starving, man. You hear me, man? They be starving. Some of these women go to work and work all day and ain't got $5 to buy them nothing to eat, man. Can't even go on lunch. That's why, listen, brother, that's why they be going off a lot of time. They be hot because they be hungry as hell, man. When you take them to eat, man, look at them, man. They ain't looking up. They ain't paying no attention. They slopping that food down, man, like they ain't ate in years. They be hungry, man. They be hungry. Always calling somebody broke and they ain't got $5 to buy them a damn some fries and whatever. But even though that fast food ain't no good for you anyway either. But eat. It is what it is. Y'all know I ain't lying.
Sleeping with men for dinner. There's one of us sleeping for men with just the smallest thing. So we're giving out all the tips, all the secrets, telling all the things about ourselves. So there's no secrecy anymore. There's no anything anymore. What is the selling point for us? What do we bring? And you get mad when someone says, what do you bring to the table? Because we're asking men to bring so much. We want men to do it all. We want men to still be the men of yesteryear while us not being the women of yesteryear.
How can you be the women of and they bring what? Some wore out, Savage Yard wound. Hmm? All of them need to get what? Be in the Savage Yard. Ain't no good no more. Huh? It's all of them that slung a rod, and then you be trying to how you gonna debate with some slung rod? You know what? Huh? You can't bait. Oh, your sister's name is Brianna, man. Brianna Gazelle. Breana. Brianna Gazelle. Gizelle. That's her page. So this is what I'm. Hey, this is her page. I'm just getting her. Even though hell, I get even though I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, I get a whole lot of views. I know I do, right? Because I see them within the first 15, 20 minutes, I have hundreds of views, and then I wake up the next morning or so, and it's gone. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all know it. Look, man, that truth fire, and the truth is fire. Because the scriptures is real, and Esau Edom knows it's real. He knows it's real. So guess what? He's gonna continue on doing what he do, and I'm gonna continue on doing what I do.
We don't want to cook. We don't want to clean. We don't want to provide and cater to a man's needs. We don't want to do anything but receive everything. And we want to talk down to our men. We want to mistreat our men, but it still expect them to be gentlemen and decency. And it's so funny to me how women are always online talking about how men are acting like females. And you're saying it in a derogatory way, which means you are self-admitting that you know that the image of a woman is a negative thing. If you're saying that men are acting like this and it's a bad thing, that means that you're behaving badly and you know it. And you're not calling it out. You're not changing yourself.
Exactly. And they know it. And like she said, they not calling it out. No matter how bad the behavior is, no matter, you can come over there, look, man, y'all don't make it, you don't make nothing curious anymore. You don't know who's selling it. Everybody look like a hooker. Everybody look like a whore with a deep ditch. Everybody look the same. When I was growing up, man, you know who was doing what, because they're gonna be what? They're gonna be dressed scandalous now. But everybody dressed, all of them dressed like that now. You know how rare it is to find a woman, man, and especially a so-called black woman in this kingdom, man. You know how rare it is to find a good woman, man, in this kingdom, man. It's hard, man. It's real hard. And we ain't got, but hey, we ain't got, don't worry about it, fella. We ain't got long, we ain't got long. So, but, 7 women should take hold of one man. I don't want 7 of these women around here. And 7 is just a number of completion. It's more than that. And we trying to take hold on you. For what? For protection. Because we headed into some rough times. And now they see it. They see it. And Trump landed boom on it as we go too. Let me go and let this play because I got to go to another little video here.
So again, in these hard economic times, in these hard political times, in these hard, difficult, challenging spiritual times, you think that it's a good idea for a man to take on a woman, these same women who are getting online expressing how ungrateful they are, taking men's children away, putting men on child support, taking half of their stuff when
Woo! She hit it then, didn't she? She hit it then, y'all. And you know what? A lot of y'all gonna be in a world of trouble. Listen, man. What's that song? 911's a joke in your time. What y'all remember? Just the other day, Verizon went out. Verizon went out, y'all. That's just a little test. That's just a little test, y'all. And it went out for a long time too. People, the people, these women were losing their mind. They couldn't what? They couldn't play on their phones. It just showed how dependable you all are with them devices, man. That you're totally lost if you ain't got them phones. That's all that shows.
When they get divorced, just causing chaos in their life, causing drama. On top of that, you have to compete with this corn. And I don't blame people. I don't blame anyone. You act like, oh, because I have my genitalia, since I have this private part, I'm the prize. No, the prize is who's ever in demand. And women are not in demand anymore. There's way too many of us. We've gotten online and made it clear that we're way too easy. We're way too promiscuous. We do anything strange for a little bit of change. There's literally no incentive anymore.
All they want to do is lay around and get high and screw. That's what most of these women want to do. They want to lay around and get high and screw all day long. That's what they want. Lust. They live for lust. Live for getting high and lust. When are you gonna get that shit up? How old you gonna be? But hell, when you 40, 35, 40, and 50 years old, even before then, most of y'all run when y'all when you hit your 20s. Y'all know man, hey, all that being afraid to call it out and worrying about people. What's that? Isaiah 50:81, cry loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions. You got to call that shit out, right? But people are getting to where that's why the truth is coming back in the earth. Y'all see it. Truth is coming back in the earth, but you're gonna have the bulk or the majority of the people that are going to what? They're gonna still continue that wickedness until this place is finished, over with. So you can't look for that's why you don't give everybody. It's like a friend. You can't treat everybody like a friend because everybody ain't your friend. You can't treat everybody the same. You got people be trying to treat everybody the same. Somebody that's a friend, a real friend to you, versus somebody that always messing over you and you arguing with. You doing what? You treat them the same way. People are confused in this world, and they confused like hell.
More. What is the point? I would not advise any man unless you just want that. I'm not surprised if you don't want a woman. Who would? Who would? What women are out here that are worth wanting when there's all these risks? It's all risk and little to no reward.
It's all over for you baddies and independent. I don't need a man 304s. We are definitely at the end of this wicked ass kingdom, man. Because freedom for you women has come to an end. Hey y'all, we're in Jacob trouble. Jacob trouble has arrived. Or should I say /, 7 women should take hold of what? Of one man. We're in those times. They're gonna be on this side. Saying saying we will what? We'll eat our own bread and we'll wear our own apparel. Let us be called by thy name. This is the time that we're going in, and we're going to what? You're going to be back in the earth as what? As the true leaders in the earth. Even though men always men. I mean, what this place is without men? This place wouldn't exist without men. A lot of these chairs you sitting in, the tables, the computer, all these things are being made by what? Men. Men. You know, but that problem is that Esau, Edom, that's just what they do. They trick you, women. It's easy, y'all. That's why the serpent went to Eve, y'all. That's why the serpent went to Eve. You know, take away our apparel, which is mean away our reproaches, should I say, which goes into shame. Let's hear a little more.
And we get on the internet and we display it every single day. When you're taking on a woman, all you're doing is taking on challenges. And the main reason to still want a woman, which is to have children, half of y'all have gotten online and made it clear that y'all don't even want to be mothers anymore. Y'all don't want to have children. So what is the point? What is the point? What is the incentive? Why are we acting like we don't understand? Why are we walking around still thinking that we're the prize? Thinking that someone should want...
Thinking that you're the prize. And you're not. Why are we walking, like she said, what she just said, why are we walking around still thinking that we the prize? When your prize, you gave your most prized possessions up when you, most of them before you even had administration. That's when a young lady becomes a child becomes a young lady when she have administration, because she can have a what? She can have a child now, right? I mean, before you even get in your mid teens, you ran through, man. You ran through, and y'all know it. Y'all know it, but you know, but you be thinking you hiding something, be thinking you. I mean, we ain't even got to look for it now. It's all over the internet. I mean, when I say it's all over the internet, it's all over the internet. Isaiah 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than what? Than fine gold, that is. Yeah, that's 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Ophir mean gold. That's a miracle, right? That's a miracle. So it's gonna happen in what? That's a miracle. It's gonna happen in this kingdom, man. And we're here. We're at the door, and y'all see it. Y'all see it. And this hell is going. All it's gonna do is heighten. And they're gonna make more. And guess what? You women gonna find yourselves. You're gonna find yourselves. What that scripture is. Ecclesiasticus 26:6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. You are gonna find yourselves in that predicament, because you're gonna find yourself competing for a man. Stay tuned.
Want us when we're not giving anything worth wanting. What are you worth that's worth wanting? What about you is worth the risk that you come with? When you're letting all these women online represent womanhood in such a nasty way every single day, and you're in the comments condoning it, instigating it, egging it on, yes girl, yes queen, waving your fingers, praising this behavior, and you're surprised when these men don't want you besides to sleep with you.
Remember that what Martin Luther King said, that quote he made, y'all? I have led my people into a burning building, and who, when it comes to a so-called black woman family, has destroyed our homes, man, totally, huh? Totally, man, destroyed them. So that's the same in the same manner that we as people, our women. If you want to know a nation of men that is destroyed, look at the women. Look at the women.
And the funny thing is, a lot of them don't even care about that anymore. Why? Because
They don't care.
it is much more easy and enjoyable to be in your own home, please yourself if that's what you're into, and roll over than have to deal with all of the problems and issues and drama that comes with women in 2026. So please ask yourself this question. Before you go to yourself and have a pity party, I need a man, where's the men? Men aren't the same anymore. Ask yourself, are you the same as a woman? Are you worth it? I strongly doubt it. We as a whole are diminishing our value every single day.
Every
and
day.
It's over.
It's
a
over with.
wrap. There's no undoing it. This is what you all have decided. This is what we have decided as a whole. Live with it, deal with it, and ultimately deal with the consequences.
And the consequences of that is what? It's you not being what? Not being able to find a man. But guess what? Let's go to this video right here, and I'm going to show you something, right? And the one that, who keep women single? Other women. I know y'all probably seen this right here, but check this out right here, right? Check this out right here. We're gonna get through this right here. I'm on this other young lady page, where she ain't never with a feminine, but she got on point right here right now. This is a black girl in China. This woman right here. This is her page. She used to be she used to be going in on the men, right? But this thing right here, I don't know if y'all seen it right here, but check it out. Quite a few people did videos on it, right? But hey, I think I seen it about 4 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. I seen this here. Might have been 5 days ago. Check her out. This is who keep you sisters, you so-called black women, single, huh? And women be what? Be trying to do what? Listen up.
Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like, and she was like, don't start. And now I'm gonna start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from the men that they're with. Now let me preface this by saying he's a man of means, okay? I sold this man his third property when I was in real estate. I've seen his pay. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures, okay? And you are the type of person that likes to travel because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before. It's just so minimal to me what he does for her. A birthday, flowers, dinners, a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinners, gift. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, bro, you deserve better.
She mad, y'all. Why she so mad? Huh? Why she upset? Eve be wanting your man, man. Eve be wanting your man. But you know what? Some of you women are so slow. You know, women make fool out of men all the time. You think this shit just started? This shit ain't just started. Eve backdooring their friends. They been doing this shit since the beginning of time. Eve always back. Listen, man, if you got a man that look decent, look like something, and you got friends and and your man look good, he got some money, and you got them 2-3 friends that you can't get rid of, always want to be around you and want to be up under you, you can best believe he probably knocking off every last one of them. Backdooring you. This is what Eve do. She's a woman.
Over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone. Even if he just took you to one a year, it would take y'all a lifetime. Literally. You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. Like, I feel like you're just accepting, and this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that
I don't know if I said black girl in China. This is the name of her page, right? Y'all may know or may not know. I done seen it a few times. I think I might have did one other video on her. In her name of her video, she wanted her friend's husband. Now everything had backfired on her. A must-watch TikTok story. So here we go.
he does is always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you. You're integrated into his life. Yes, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you.
So since y'all keep sending me the video, and since I'm blocked,
Now this the friend. I mean, this the woman she talking about right here. This is the woman she talking about, and this woman right here is no longer friend with the woman that you just seen on the screen. For those of you all haven't seen this here.
let's just talk about it. First and foremost, the fact that you started your video talking about my friend of 4 years cut me off over a man and didn't actually explain what the dynamic of the relationship was, I'm going to do that for you. You didn't get cut off over a man. You got cut off over my man, my husband, the person that's the most important to me.
On another video I seen, the chick that's in the front, she said she ain't play it all. She said that she didn't say she was her. She said that man been with you for so many years. I mean, I think she said 4 years. He's not your something. She was going, but this woman, you heard, she said, my man, my husband. My man, my husband. This is the woman she talking about.
You live a life where you live in la la land. You, A, don't have a man. B, don't have somebody, have never had anybody that does for you what my husband does for me. You are a pocket watcher. You clock everything that is done in a manner in which...
I gotta get the precept, y'all. Y'all gotta let me get the precept. Y'all gotta bear with me. I gotta get the precept, y'all. Because I'm already dragging along. I gotta get the precept in, then I'm gonna let it play. I'm already on it. Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. In a scourge of the tongue, which we've communicated with all. Every time you see E, she always got an attitude. Her damn mouth is always slick, and she's a what? She's a total bitch. Why is she in that woman's business, spreading her business all over social media, telling that girl business? This is what y'all do. This is the madness and the confusion that y'all. But guess what? Y'all doing to each other now. You know, this is what you still continue to do it to your counterparts, which is the so-called black man, right? Y'all would not shut up. And even seeing this and knowing that, you still won't shut up. You still won't shut up. And some of y'all still gonna try to defend what? Try to defend the first woman. Because why? That's who you is. That's who you are. You're a demon. You're gonna to the best of your ability, always try to offend some wicked shit so you can what? So you can have some, what's it called? You know, y'all don't look for logic from other women. Y'all look for validation. Yeah, validation for what? For the wickedness through other wicked women. That's what y'all looking for, the validation through other wicked ass women.
You wouldn't accept it, but nobody's even doing for you what my man does for me. You're upset, wholeheartedly upset, more upset than me, that I got jewelry, dinner, and flowers, the thing that I requested, the thing that I enjoy, because baby, I'm a mother and a wife, and I work full time. I be tired. I don't want to do a whole lot of stuff all the time. And it's not out of the norm, having been married all of these years, for my husband, for our anniversary, to take me to dinner, get me flowers, and get me a gift. That's enough. It's not low effort. It's not bare minimum. You're not a celebrity. You don't live a life where this is happening for you and everybody else around you. So like, what? Not only that, you're disclosing information to the internet that's not your business to tell. Like, why are you coming on the internet talking about my man's income? Because you sold the house. Like, be so for real. You're weird.
One key thing she said that her and the girl used to go on trips. So what it is, she want that man to send her on a trip. You know, a girl's trip So who's going with her? The other woman. She want to go with her. She wants that girl to send her on a trip. She want a man for real though. But that's what she wants. She wants the woman to what? To just run through the man in his money. Madness, man. But it's good she got rid of her ass.
And not for nothing, but what we do with our finances is for a greater purpose for our kids, because we are building generational wealth. We are trying to make sure that we can retire early. So getting flown out or going on a trip all the time is not our top priority. And as that man's wife, I know how to be an asset to him. And this is why I say,
boom, that's real big there. That's just like remember Sarah? Sarah and Hagar. Sarah giving her maid to her husband Abraham. Y'all remember that? But as soon as Sarah conceived, what did Sarah do? What did Sarah do? She told Abraham to cast out Hagar in her what? In her bond. You know what? Let's go to it right quick. That's Genesis. Y'all bear with me. Genesis 20:21. Right? This women being jealous or another woman. It hadn't just started. Here we go right here. This is Genesis 21:9. This is Sarah, right? It goes back a little further, but this I'm going to just get straight to the point concerning women. Sarah having a problem with Hagar and her son, which is Ishmael, which is the Arabs that some of you all think y'all are, right? Which is she was the Egyptian though. Okay, here we go. Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had born unto Abraham, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman in her son. But she the one. Why did she end up giving Hagar to Abraham? Because she couldn't conceive. She wanted a son that bad that she gave what? She gave Hagar to her husband to lay down so she can give him a child. But guess what happened? Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman and bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. Jealousy, man. A woman, man. Again, Ecclesiastes 26:6, but a grief of a heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. Verse 11, and the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And God said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, talking about Ishmael, and because of thy bondwoman, my Hagar, which was her maid, that she gave Abraham to what? To give her a son. So they let you know right out the gate that the Israelite woman, which is the so-called black woman, we just say the so-called black woman because she's what? They can't be on the same level when it comes to what? See, Hagar was a concubine, right? They concubines. They can't be on. They're not on the same level as Eve, because Eve is your wife. You know, you can have wives, but if they're not an Israelite, they're what? They're a concubine. They are not put on the same level as a woman of Zion. And God said unto Abraham, let it not be, reading verbatim, y'all. And God said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman, in all that Sarah has said unto thee, hearken, meaning listen to her. Why? Hearken unto her voice, for Isaac shall thy seed be called, and also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. So that's what Scripture goes into. They talk about, we may make Abraham a great of nations, in nations, within nations, and whatever, right? Well, not just whatever, but You know, that's where the confusion comes in when people be thinking that because they came out of Abraham and he said he will make him a great nation because he was Abraham's son. So every nation of people of our forefathers, and they had other children were created were made other nations, which the Lord didn't choose. They was made great, just like Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, came out what? It was a twin to what? To Jacob, which is a so-called black man. What happened with that? He has what? He chose what? He chose Jacob, which is the 12 tribe of the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, natives of the land. Not to get off subject, y'all, but this is very important. You know, there are lessons within lessons when it comes to what? Proving and making points. Because a lot of people, Esau, Edom, be paying a lot of people a lot of money to keep this confusion going. And a lot of you all what? Go right along with the confusion. But a lot of y'all going to stay with the confusion because you want to know why? Because you're what? You the Lord don't want you to get it in these last days that we're in. He don't want you to get it. Huh? What you mean the Lord don't want us to get it? Yeah, what I said. The Lord don't want you to get it. If he don't want you to get it, because I don't want to go into that, but let's get back into this. I was proving the point. Damn, another one. I get it. I'm gonna get Rachel. I get Rachel, but let's hear a little more.
I don't accept relationship advice, for real, from people who don't have successful relationships. They've never been married. They don't have anything for real. They live in delusion in La La Land, and they only dream about the day that a man's going to come in and do half the stuff that my man does for me. So.
Boom. Woo, she got her damn. Did she get her? Huh?
Thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. That's the tea. Have a blessed day.
That's the tea, y'all. That's the truth. Huh? That's the truth. So she did what? She got rid of her ass.
Hey.
Damn, you got a commercial. Is it? Yeah. Y'all bear with me. It's lucky. Unless she finna play some more of it.
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man.
She didn't end your relationship over a man. She realized you was moving funny. And you see how the first thing she said was that she ended it over a man just so she can garnish the sympathy of women who dislike the actions of men, and that hopefully that will outweigh their conscious thinking regarding the situation at hand. And then she tells the situation.
This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like,
understand, ladies, this is why you don't hang out with bitter women. The audacity to ask another woman about what she did. And when she says they went out for a nice dinner, he got some jewelry, some flowers, you call that low effort. Now taking somebody out to dinner and buying them jewelry and flowers is low effort. That's crazy. But then you said, oh, that man, he may love you, but he don't like you because he ain't married you yet in 4 years. Talking about some, oh, that man, he's a mover, he's a businessman. Why are you watching her man so hard that you know his business movement?
Because she want him. She want him. She know what he got. She been all up in his finances. She knew how much money he got. She want him. But guess what? She couldn't trick her. That woman that got rid of her ass. I don't know if she decided herself or her mama told her, you need to get rid of that tramp there. That tramp there wants your man. Right? But you guess what? Most women, they would not see that. They would not see it coming. A woman could, man, listen, man, I've seen women sleep with other men's husbands for decades. And she never know. For decades I've seen this, man. Evil motherfucker, boy.
Oh, he's a businessman. He does this. He does that. You wanted her man.
But in the back of her mind, I can say in the back of her mind, she know, but she don't know. Because she so it been going on for so long until she just numb to it, right? But still, but in the back of her mind, she's still not knowing the actual truth. Cause nobody told her, Even the friend. That's how they be, man. They be all together. they'll know the 3 friends that she got. They know they sleep with their husband, and they all 3 of them know, but she won't even know. They be laughing and talking about her like a dog, and laying up with their husband having pillow talk. Amazing.
Man.
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man. So
She wanted her friend's man. That's why she was
That's
trying
right.
to plant those negative thoughts in her friend's mind. And the friend noticed that shit. And that's why she cut her off. Because for their anniversary, this man bought her jewelry, got her flowers, and took her out to dinner. She's making it seem like he did some low effort shit. When did that become low effort? Flowers, jewelry, and dinner? And that's low effort? And that's really rich calling that low effort from someone who's single, who's not getting anything from anybody. The friend saw right through her bullshit and did the right thing and cut her off. Because when you're in a healthy relationship, sometimes single women will try to break up your relationship. One, either they want to have more time with you or they want what you have.
There it is. I found what I wanted to find, y'all, which is Genesis 30 and verse 1. This is Rachel. Rachel envied her sister Leah. I'm gonna read this right quick. And when Rachel saw the same thing, same way, she couldn't bear what? Couldn't bear children. She was jealous. But what did she do? And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel. He was mad because he knew that she was jealous. That's jealousy. And he said, am I in God's stead? Meaning, I'm not the one that's keeping you from your womb, for not being able to have a child for me, who has withheld from what thee the fruit of thy womb. And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, the same who did that? Sarah's wife did what? Gave Hagar, her maid, to what? To Abraham. So what did she do? She turned around and did what? Gave Bilhah to what? To her husband, right? For Jacob, for what? And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. Because in them days, what Eve had made, and Eve made had children by her husband, which was what? Her children. Why? Because this seed belonged to a man, and that was her husband, right? Which is her maid. Now her maid, if she had a seed by the woman's womb, is just like the earth, it just grow up and put in it. Your womb is just like an incubator. That's all they do. You just keeping the child, and born the child, and whatever. You just giving the man his seed that he planted. That's all it is. But y'all go above and beyond because Esau, Edom have taught you all that what? Your body, your choice, which is madness. And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go into her, and she shall bear unto my knees, that I may also have children by her. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife, and Jacob went unto her, and Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son. That's 2 accounts, major accounts with who? Of the what? The chosen men that had children, and their wives that has given them what? Their maid to what? To have children, because they couldn't bear children, which belonged to their husbands. Jealousy of a woman, y'all. There it is. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. That's always. Listen up.
This is part of the reason why married people prefer to be friends with other married people. This is part of the reason why. Like, the people who are not playing about their marriages, like the husband doesn't play about the wife doesn't play about the husband, like the people that are actually serious about their marriages, yeah, that kind of stuff won't fly. And it will get you cut off, obviously. Now, this is a side note, but I feel like what doesn't make the case better is the fact that married people hear and see us on this app. They hear the stupid ass debates that we have as single people on this app. Would you cover for your friend if she was cheating on her man? Can I borrow your husband? Like, they see and they hear us. And the ones that are serious about...
I did not just say that? Y'all be acting like we can't see the madness that you all push out here on the internet, the wickedness that y'all push out. We see it. We see it. As men, we see it. And y'all just continue to what? Continue to give it to her. We know who the whores is now. It ain't no secret.
About their marriages, the kind of stuff that we have debates about is probably a non-negotiable in their house. Like, now I'm starting to see why married people only want to be friends and only want to hang out with other married people. And to be honest, I'm going to need y'all to stop trying to paint these wives as crazy and paranoid, because they're not. This is the kind...
No, they pick-me's. They call them pick-me's. They call them pick-me's when they see your ass and they call you out. That's what they call them. But you can't ignore this shit here. You know, this shit here was just totally obvious that this woman was completely jealous of this woman here. You can't help, but you still gonna have Eve. What? They still gonna come in the defense. Somebody gonna come on here and give her validation. Still give her validation for her wickedness, man.
Kind of woman that will keep her friends single. I wanted to be on her side badly, but I...
See what she say? I wanted to be on her side badly. Why? She can't. She can't now. She said badly. She ain't lying. She ain't lying.
Never heard her mention that he was a narcissist, that he was a cheater, that he's spiritually, emotionally, physically, or mentally abusive. None of those things came out of her mouth. She is complaining that he's not doing enough for her friend or doing the things that she would require her man to do. Make it make sense. If your friend is okay with what this man does for her, I think that you need to be okay too. If him and her don't travel, maybe you're her travel buddy. That's why you're her friend. If he don't do romantic things for her, she'll eventually let him know, or the relationship will fizzle out. But for you to get on the phone with your friend every time your friend gives you good news to say, girl, he did this for me, and this is what happened, and we did this, and it was just dinner, a movie, and flowers or candy, and then you have something to say, you sound like a hater. Because she already said, don't say nothing. Then here you go thinking that it's okay for you to say something. That's why she ended their friendship. You did not respect your friend's boundaries.
Boom. Huh? Boom. Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darken her countenance like sackcloth. Amen. Who's good? Eve, she's good at hiding evil, especially through lust. A woman will lay down with your ass for 30 years and have you pay for that house, and soon you get through paying for that house, she'll kick your ass out. Huh? She'll kick you out. Ain't that so? That's only in Babylon, though, where a woman can get away with that shit.
Now, y'all know me. I'm all about a queen being treated right. But I'm not going to lie. It sounds like she already is. It just sounds like you want to live vicariously through the friend. And you want to tell her how you would be in a relationship with him because she sounds happy. The fact that she has to tell you don't start means it's not your first time trying to tell her he should be doing this and he should be doing that. You're not dating him, she is. And if she likes it, you should love it. If she wants to travel that bad, then she will tell him, and then she will decide for herself if it's important enough for her to say whether or not she wants to continue the relationship with him or not. That's not on you. One of the worst things that could have happened for their relationship is you taking a look at his pay stub because now you're pocket watching. You're telling her she deserves better as if she's being mistreated. He didn't neglect her on her birthday. He treated her exactly how she wanted to be treated. And she's a grown woman. If she doesn't like it, she will say something. She doesn't need you putting a battery in her back. She didn't end your friendship over a man. She ended your friendship over you trying to convince her that she's not happy with a man that she is happy with. You want her to date him how you would date him. And that's not your place, and that's not your man.
Well, don't they do it all the time, though? Don't Eve do this all the time? She do it all the time, y'all. Why the damn thing stop like this? Eve do it all the time, choosing and telling women what they should or should be doing with their husband. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 25. Right? I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even of what of foolishness and madness. Verse 26. And I find more bitter than death. Who is that? The woman. Or evil woman. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares, meaning trap, and nets. Goes into what? Again, traps. You know, how many men have been trapped with women, especially through lustful behavior? Whose heart is snares and traps, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth thy power, talking about man, shall what? Shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Hold up.
In this video, I see a lot of people doing think pieces. Her comments are not commenting. I'm not understanding what's going on. I feel like this generation of women are very sensitive when it comes to friendships. Nowadays, I feel like you gotta walk on eggshells when it comes to you being friends with a female. What happened to real, authentic friendships? If we are friends, I should be able to keep it real with you no matter the cost. As long as I'm being respectful and not hurting your feelings or talking down on you, you should be able to handle honesty. I feel like a lot of friendships now are just surface level, to be honest. Like I said, you gotta walk on eggshells with people. People don't like when you keep it real with them. Because I have lost a lot of friends due to...
See, she ain't talking about shit. She with that look at her. She ain't talking about shit. She ain't keeping it real. See, you gotta keep that shit real. You can't see that. Here go a Jake right here. We know he gonna use basic and common logic.
For you. She got mad. She stopped talking to me.
Nah, she ended the friendship because you was overstepping boundaries. I ain't never seen no one get this worked up over somebody else's relationship. Let's get right into the video.
This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like...
Dinner, flowers, and jewelry.
And she was like, don't start.
That's the boundary. Don't start.
No, I'm going to start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting... like low effort shit.
She goes on to say because Mans has money, right? He should be doing more. Apparently, she sold Mans his third house. Whenever she was a real estate agent, and she was like, he makes mid to high six figures, which I don't believe you should be disclosing that on the internet. At the end of the day, get your own man. Get in your own relationship. Like, leave her and her man alone. That's their relationship. And in what world is dinner, flowers, and jewelry not sufficient enough for an anniversary? In what world? And then she's talking about she's going to come out with a part two. We don't need no part two. We don't need... Get out of folks' relationship. The moment she said, don't start, you're supposed to not start. That is the boundary. If there wasn't one before, that's it. So she didn't cut you off over no man. She cut you off because she was tired of you putting your expectations on her. You don't know what they got going on behind closed doors. You don't know how many vacations they went on this year or have planned in the future. Nor is it any of your business to begin with. Single women keep other women single, bro. Cause
this is exactly why women have a hard time making and maintaining friendships. This young woman came to the internet speaking about the relationship that her friend has with this man that she's been with for 4 years. They are not married. They are not engaged. And she believed.
See, that what she said. I know I didn't want to hear anything. That what the girl said. She said the woman said she's married. And she's been together with that man been married to him, been married to him. I don't know who telling the truth, but I thought I knew I wasn't hear anything. So she did say that. that they not married, they've been together for they not married or whatever. He don't like you, he didn't marry you and all that. But this woman came on and said she married that man. I don't know if it's true or not, but guess what? They've been together 4 years and they laying down in the same bed. Sex is marriage. That's what a lot of y'all don't get.
That the man is presenting her with low effort, breadcrumbing her because he has a lot of money and she believes that her friend deserves more for their 4-year anniversary. She got flowers. She was taken to dinner and she was bought some goddamn jewelry. Somebody please explain to me how that is considered low effort. Honestly, that's exactly what married people do to each other when it's anniversary time. I've been married for 15 years. Flowers, dinner, a jewelry, or something else, that's the norm. That's the norm. I don't understand what is happening in these conversations.
She ain't got no man. She don't have a husband. She ain't got nobody to share nothing with, so she don't understand that. That's why.
In some of these conversations about relationships, she overstepped her boundary and her friend locked it down and stood 10 toes down and cut her off, as she should. You don't get to tell someone else about their man unwarranted.
All right, man. Let me these precepts. I gotta close this out. I've been going not too long. First Ezra 4 and verse 26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. Most men are what? Are servants to what? To their women. Right? But now we're coming into the times again, like I said earlier, that Jacob's trouble, Isaiah 4 and 1. What is it? 7 women should take hold of one man. These are the times that we're in, But men are in the stages of wanting peace now. They're not even looking for a woman for real. Men are not looking for women because women are what? Women are, in these days in this devil's kingdom are nothing but problems. It has been nothing but problems, and they always about $1. And always about to what? Taking your shit. Verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. So this is going to be always going to be the overall outcome when dealing with women in this wicked society in Esau, Edom, the devil's kingdom. So that's it, y'all. If you want to see this rest of this video here, go on the young lady page, Black Girl in China, and she got the whole video. But so I'm done. On that note, say call halal Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah Qudash, Shalom.